This is Nicole Whitlock with eCom Sellers Academy. We're glad that you're here. I'm going to go ahead and get started. So tonight we're going to talk for about maybe 10 or 15 minutes about creating some simple bundles. There's many different ways in which you can do it. There are going to be several training sessions, and they're going to cover different topics. They are all going to be brief training sessions. The longer extended training sessions are going to be inside of the eCom Sellers Academy, and you'll be able to join that group. But for right now, we're just going to give you some quick little strategies. So back to school, typically people will start working on back to school around March or April. I want to start getting together your back to school bundles and things like that. And so I want to give you a quick strategy that might help you with finding some quick bundles to put together. And I use Amazon as a quick source. So it's not always the source, but if you're trying to pull something together really just real quick, then Amazon may be a good source. So there's already some back to school bundles that are on Amazon. So if you go to Amazon and you just type in back to school supplies, what you'll see is that there's sellers that have their bundles that were probably up from last year. They may refresh them for this year. Some of them already have been ranked and they're good to go. So I'm just gonna pull up a couple of them. What a bundle is, if you don't know, is a bundle is more than one item. It could be a group of pencils. It could be an entire backpack full of school supplies. So it could be one item multiple times or more than one time, or it could be a variety of different items, but they are items that make sense to go together. So right here we have like a packet of Sharpies. And so the packet of Sharpies, I'm going to point out just a couple of quick things about this packet of Sharpies. And this is just a random pull up. I didn't pre-research this. I'm going to go down to the bottom a little bit. And one of the things that I want to see, this item is probably ranked decent right now. Okay. So the rank on this particular item, it is in the top 100. So when you scroll down under product information for any item that you find on Amazon, and the reason I say Amazon is a great source for product sourcing is because of the fact that they're going to give you the sales rank, they're going to give you the keywords that people are looking for items. And so it's just a quick hit. Now there's deeper research that you can do, more extensive research. But if you're just doing some pretty quick research, you can find out information about the product and then you could potentially source it from somewhere else. So this particular item is already ranked in the Amazon top 100. Amazon has multiple categories. And so in Amazon's top 100, this means that this item is in the top 100 for this particular category, the primary category. The primary category happens to be office products. And then as you drill down, it is ranked 157 in the secondary category, which is dry erase and wet erase markers, which is really, 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 really good. So if this item is selling really well on Amazon, then more than likely any other platform that you potentially put it on, it's going to sell pretty well. Like if you decide you want to, get a source or find Sharpies and all of the pencils and everything through a wholesaler at a really inexpensive price, you can put together your own bundle. You could piggyback off of this or create a similar bundle. If this one is moving well, you can create a similar bundle. Or you can piggyback off of this one if you find all of the exact items. So this particular item, again, is 157 in the secondary category, 13,000 in the primary category. It's a group of pens and pencils and markers. And they've already got the amazing pictures to go with it. So you could piggyback off of it. If it is not, if the seller of this, the creator of it, has not indicated that they are the primary source, in other words, you can't sell it. So they've registered it with Amazon. Right now, it looks like there's 5 sellers on this particular listing. So most people are not thinking back to school when school's about to be out, because graduation, like Mother's Day is next week. Graduation is like, for some kids next week, the following week, the week after that. People are getting ready to go off to college, but bundles sell all the time. So when you think about bundles, and this is just, I was just talking about back to school, You've got bundles for Mother's Day because you put up some bundles for Mother's Day. You're a little close unless you got something that's on hand or you have a source that you can go and grab something at a store and scan and list. Probably a little late to put up Mother's Day, but you can still do it. You can still do it. You would want to make sure that you are going to ship that. If you do a merchant fulfilled, you need to ship that so that it's received before Sunday, which is Mother's Day, the 12th. If you've got graduations, there's all different types of graduations. High school graduation, college graduation are the most common, but you also have little kids that are graduating from preschool to kindergarten or kindergarten to first grade. And so they also have graduations. One of the little tricks that I use is that when all of the Easter baskets go on clearance, a lot of the stuff that's in the Easter baskets, grandparents and parents will give those particular bundles to the kids as a graduation gift for kindergarten and first grade, just so you know. So going into kindergarten or going into first grade. So whenever you see Easter go on clearance, that if you are a seller and you do retail arbitrage, that might be a quick hit for you to be able to sell that item because it's already put together for you. They mark those down significantly. And so take advantage of that. List it on, you can list it on multiple platforms and be able to sell it. So the other hat trick that I like to share, in addition to kind of looking what's already out there, is Amazon always tells you what people buy together. This I love because it never changes. I mean, like it's always there. Almost any product that you find on Amazon, they will always tell you frequently bought together. And so if these were singular items, if they were just singular items, maybe a packet of pencils, a packet of markers, and a pad of notebooks, then they would just be like the pencils here, maybe the markers and the notebooks here. Then those things, those single items combined together make an awesome bundle. So try to pay attention from time to time. If you're selling a particular item or you have access to be able to sell a particular item or a particular brand, go see on Amazon what's frequently sold together. That will give you an indication, especially if those items are already in the top 100. That means the rank is good. And this right now, this particular listing has very low competition. It's only got 5 people on it. But again, we're early in the process, got 5 people on it. So we'll go look at some others. Graduation, those kids that are going off to college, sometimes you can find some amazing bundles for college. And when I say college, we're talking about everything that you need to supply your dorm because you're moving in. And so those kids will start moving in around the end of June, the beginning of July, or sometimes the end of July, the beginning of August, and going to school. So they're going to need everything to go in their room. So think about what you would put in a dorm room. If you're not really sure, you can do a quick Google search on dorm room supplies. Because you got a lot of kids graduating from high school going off to college for the very first time. And sometimes there are sites that will just have a list, that is Thunder, that will have a list of ready-made items or have a list of commonly purchased items. So this says college checklist for college dorms and campus living, first year. So if you click on that, this is going to give you a plethora of bundle ideas. So you can go through here because, again, you have a lot of kids that are going to college. Some of these make sense to go together. So you could create your own bundle, whether you put it together on Amazon, whether you put it on eBay. It doesn't have to necessarily be a specific brand, whether you want to list it on Walmart, whether you're going to list it on Bonanza, whether you want to do something with Shopify, where you create a back to school or maybe a dorm ready specific Shopify store. These are all ideas for bundles. So I hope those quick hits were helpful. I just wanted to share some helpful information around bundles and some ideas. Back to school is going to be big. It always is. The ones that I find are the biggest, of course, are Halloween, Christmas, of course. Then after Halloween, Christmas, beginning of the year, I would say spring break is so-so, but Easter and then back to school. Those are the 5 primary ones where you can sustain your business, your e-commerce business throughout the year if you focus on providing bundles or products that people are looking for around those times of year, those 5 primary ones. So, my name is Nicole Whitlock, and I'm with the eCom Sellers Academy. And I am glad that you came out today. And let me know if you have any other questions. UPCs. You can purchase UPCs. You can still purchase them from eBay. You can. You want to vet that list. There's other sources. What I'll do is I will post those. Let's see. I'll figure out. I may send them directly to Anitra. I may send you a direct list of suppliers. We are going to make sure that we have a list of commonly requested items inside of the eCom Sellers Academy when it goes live, which is in about 2 weeks. So I'll make sure that that's there so that you will always have a list of valid UPC sources. Okay. I hope you all have a nice evening. I'll talk with you later.